All right, good morning, boys and girls. Ross Prezor here once again for our weekly coffee break. I am always ready with my coffee. Um, so, a cool thing just happened. I just learned something new about the system that I'm using. So, I'm going to try this for the first time where I'm not using two screens. Yay, makes it easier for me. Uh, Second thing is that, what was the second thing? I don't remember now. Maybe by the end I'll remember. Let's dive into it. Today we are going to talk about artificial intelligence, or AI, as everybody's since November of last year. All of a sudden, it's the biggest, greatest thing since sliced bread. Even though it's been around for a very long time, it's really starting to get traction and like at warp speed. So we are going to dive into it today. It's going to be a little bit longer coffee break, just simply because. The team did a really good job of researching the history, where we got from then to now, and exactly how it's impacting us at a business level. So I'm going to switch to this screen and I'm going to share. Yay! Now, I don't know what happened here with the A and the I. That's just something on the download, I think. But this is great. I love this. All right, so a little bit about us. This is Aruba ROI Marketing. We have a team of 7. 2 are not in the picture, unfortunately. We have been around for a long time, and I say we, back in February 2000, it was just me. We were only building websites, but as the markets changed and technology changed and platforms were brought in, like social media, mobile marketing was a big thing early on. We have literally just continued to grow and gain experience in all of these things. So when you talk to us about digital marketing, you're really talking to us about about 20 plus years of experience in pretty much every type of marketing aspect, including what we do a lot more now with automation, AI, as we will talk about a little bit later, and helping you to become more efficient in your business. So it's not just marketing anymore. It's also about the business applications. It's about communication and, of course, technology. All right, let's move it right along. Here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to have a brief introduction or a timeline of AI development. I don't know how brief it is, but it's quite a bit of information. We're going to talk about AI in business, but also like in different aspects like marketing. Of course, there's the challenges that come along with it and some ethical considerations, as well as maybe a little look into the future, although I think the future seems to be every 5 minutes nowadays. All right, so let's take a look at what is artificial intelligence. It refers to the simulation of human intelligent processes, but actually being managed and run by machines, especially computer systems, right? We're going to talk a little bit about a brief timeline of artificial intelligence development from the simple rule-based systems that became sort of the default beginning in the 1950s all the way to where we are today, and how integral it is in many parts of our lives, even some you may not even know. All right, so a brief timeline. 1950s to 60s was basically the birth of artificial intelligence. We had what's called the AI winter, 70s to 80s. Then the 90s became a lot more about machine learning. So it emerged as a big part of AI. In the 2000s, big data was what fueled where we are today. The 2010s, deep learning revolution. And then, of course, now the integration, because we're actually starting to use it much more in day-to-day business. So from the 1950s to 1960s, the concept of AI was actually first introduced by John McCarthy at the Dartmouth Conference in 1956. So during this period, researchers were starting to develop programs with rule-based systems to solve simple problems. So basically, they would tell the computer, this is the rule. If something happens, do this, right? 70s to 80s, they call it the AI winter simply because after all the excitement sort of died down in the 60s, it just it didn't die out, but it just went on the back burner, right? It was a period of reduced funding and interest. And because of that, not much was done, right? But despite this, significant progress was actually being made behind the scenes, particularly in the areas of logic programming and expert systems. Now we get into the 1990s, and the term machine learning was coined by Arthur Samuel, but the technology itself really didn't begin to take off until the 1990s. This era marked a shift from rule-based systems to models that actually learn and then improve from data. In the 2000s, with the internet explosion came a massive increase in data generation. This data boom fueled the development of more complex AI algorithms. In 1997, if you don't remember, obviously this was a big deal back then, IBM's Deep Blue AI actually defeated the world chess champion Garry Kasparov, highlighting just how capable AI was. 2010s, a subset of machine learning called deep learning took off thanks to the availability of large data sets, or big data is what we call it now, and improved, of course, computer power, considering where we were back then to now. Deep learning just involves neural networks with several layers or deep structures that have enabled breakthroughs in both image and speech recognition, among other areas. In the 2020s, of course, here we are today. AI is increasingly integrated into our daily lives and work. So from AI personal assistants like Siri and Alexa to recommendation engines on Netflix and Amazon, sophisticated machine learning algorithms actually drive all of these technologies. All right, so let's talk a little bit about AI in business. AI adoption has skyrocketed across sectors from healthcare to finance, logistics, and beyond. And according to McKinsey, AI could actually potentially deliver an additional $13 trillion to the global GDP by the year 2030, which is only about 7 years away, 6.5. All right, let's talk about AI in marketing. In the context of marketing, AI uses customer data to provide personalized experiences. It can predict future purchasing behaviors and improve customer relations. And the use of AI in marketing not only streamlines those operations, but also enhances decision-making and enables hyper-personalization in scale. All right, so what does that mean? Well, artificial intelligence can enable businesses to actually create very personalized experiences at an unprecedented scale, like in so many different ways. AI systems can analyze vast amount of users' data, they can understand patterns, and then they can create models to help predict user preferences, enabling the delivery of highly personalized content that's something you want based on your previous history, make product recommendations and services. I know we've all seen them. Amazon is a big one of those, right? One of the best examples. They leverage AI algorithms to actually analyze your purchasing pattern, your browsing history, where have you been on their website, and even the amount of time spent looking at certain products. I know. Based on this, Amazon provides obviously very personalized product recommendations that will align with your preferences, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Amazon's customers who bought this item also bought and frequently bought together sections are classic examples of AI-driven product recommendation systems. So such personalization techniques really have significantly improved Amazon's customer engagement and, of course, bottom line, sales. Netflix recommendation engine, this popular streaming service, we all know it, also uses AI-powered personalization to enhance your user experience. Their engine can analyze viewing histories and ratings to understand viewer preferences much deeper. The AI algorithm takes into account factors like the time of day you watch and even how quickly you might watch a series. It's weird, I know. It also looks at metadata of the show, such as the genre, actors, the release year, and much more. There's a lot of variables in there. So based on these data points, Netflix recommends shows and movies that actually align with your viewer taste or your personal interests. As per Netflix, their recommendation system saves $1 billion per year by reducing the rate of subscription cancellations, which is a good thing for them, right? AI and predictive analysis. So AI can actually analyze historical data to actually predict customer behavior, helping marketers anticipate their needs, which is kind of cool. AI's power lies not only in understanding your user behavior, but also in predicting your future actions. So predictive analysis sort of involves the use of data and statistical algorithms and then machine learning techniques used to identify the likelihood of your future outcomes based on this historical data. Starbucks and predictive analysis. So Starbucks, the global coffee house, everybody knows who they are, provides an excellent case study of predictive analysis and action. They have a system actually called Deep Brew, believe it or not, an AI engine that's designed to personalize the customer experience. Deep Brew uses machine learning algorithms to analyze individual customer preferences, order history, time of day, the weather, and even the location of the purchase. Wild. It uses this data to predict what customers may want next. So for example, on a cold morning, Deep Brew might suggest a hot latte to a customer who regularly orders cold brew. Makes sense, right? Deep Brew also uses this predictive power to offer personalized marketing. Starbucks can send individual offers to customers based on their purchasing habits. This could include a discount on a frequently ordered drink or just a promotion on a new product that aligns with their preferences. So the impact, obviously, thanks to its AI-powered predictive analysis, Starbucks has been able to significantly enhance its customer experience, leading to increased loyalty and, of course, revenue. It showcases how businesses can analyze AI or leverage AI, to anticipate their customers' needs and preferences. Chatbots, something we've been doing for a couple of years now. Now it's becoming much more enhanced. Chatbots can now use AI to actually simulate human-like conversations and provide instant customer service and support. Very cool. So AI is a driving force behind the rising use of chatbots, even though they've been around in a while. When we started building chatbots way in the beginning, we actually had to put the pre-canned response in so that if you asked for, and we would give you the options to choose from, right? So if you said menu, we knew this is what you wanted, right? Virtual assistants now that can simulate human conversation, that interaction, and they can answer queries, they can provide customer service, and maybe even offer product recommendations, often in real time, which is really cool. So Sephora, it's a company that does makeup. Global beauty retailer Sephora provides a great example of how AI-powered chatbots can actually transform the customer experience. This is pretty wicked. So Sephora uses a chatbot that's integrated with its app and Facebook Messenger. Here's what it does. One key component of their experience is what's called virtual artist. This feature uses augmented reality and AI to allow customers to actually try on different makeup products. Wow. So by analyzing a user's uploaded photo, the virtual artist can then recommend products that would suit their face shape, skin tone, and their personal style. This virtual try-on experience actually provides personalized beauty advice and then facilitates more confident purchasing decisions, right? Because normally you'd have to go into the store and have somebody paint on your face. Instant customer service. Sephora then uses chatbots to serve as a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week customer service rep, answering your questions, resolving your issues, and even booking appointments for in-store services. This instant, anytime service greatly improves customer experience. And of course, the impact, well, the use of an AI-powered chatbot is just another great example of how AI can help revolutionize customer service and product recommendations in retail. It shows how AI can provide personalized, instant, and interactive customer experiences, leading to higher engagement and sales once again. All right, so AI and content creation, obviously a big part of this. Artificial intelligence has made significant inroads with content creation, traditionally something, human domain, something we would do on our own. And this really sort of hit the fan back in November of 2022. AI can now generate blog articles, social media posts, and much more, which are increasingly indistinguishable from human written text, right? OpenAI, if you've not heard of OpenAI, they're the company or the organization that created ChatGPT. So that you've probably heard of. So an example of content creation prowess is that ChatGPT 3.5, and they now also have a 4.0. It's a language prediction model that was developed by OpenAI, and it's one of the largest and most powerful of its kind. Now, granted, it's not the only one, but is definitely sort of the first one to get the fire really broiling. Its capabilities. So GPT is actually short for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Thank God we don't have to say that each time. It is capable of writing human-like text by predicting what comes next in a given piece of text. Still hard to wrap my head around, but it can answer questions, it can write essays, it can summarize long documents, it can even translate languages, and even generate creative content like poetry and short stories. You're seeing a lot of people actually making businesses out of content creation that they use ChatGPT for. So ChatGPT is trained on a diverse range of internet text, right? It uses machine learning to understand and generate language patterns. And given an input, or what we call a prompt, ChatGPT can generate text that is contextually relevant and surprisingly human-like, like we've mentioned. A prompt is something where you're telling ChatGPT how you are thinking. ChatGPT, I want you to consider yourself the world's greatest copywriter, and I need copy written for a landing page that's selling XYZ to this demographic. And then it blurts it out for you. Impressive. The capabilities of tools like this are revolutionizing content creation, making it much faster, much cheaper, and obviously more accessible. However, it is crucial, we'll talk about in a minute, to use these tools ethically and responsible, right? Given the potential for misuse, such as generating misinformation or disinformation, which really is not good. AI and advertising. So programmatic advertising uses AI to automate the buying and selling of online ad space. It optimizes for target audience, time of day, and many more things. AI has also transformed advertising from a shot-in-the-dark approach to a much more targeted and highly personalized one. AI can analyze user behavior, interests, and demographics to actually serve the most relevant and effective ads. Where have we seen this before? Oh, in Google, of course. So Google is at the forefront, obviously, of utilizing AI in advertising. It leverages AI to analyze your search patterns, your browsing history, and of course, behavior on various websites to get an understanding of your preferences and what your intent was. So they also have something called AdRank. That's their AI-powered system that'll decide which ads to display in search results and in what order. So AdRank will consider the relevance of the ad to your search query, to the quality of the landing page that it is attached to, right? The ad is attached to, and also the ad bid amount. So how much they're saying we're willing to spend to get you to click. AdRank uses machine learning to then continuously improve its accuracy. Google also uses AI for personalized advertising. So it'll analyze your user data to understand your interests, your needs, and your habits, and then use this information to serve ads that are tailored to you and your preferences. So for example, if a user is often searching for running shoes, well, guess what? You're going to see ads on athletic wear served up. Predictive advertising. So Google's AI capabilities also extend to predictive advertising. It can predict future consumer behavior based on past patterns and trends. So this allows the advertisers to target consumers with products or services that they might need in the future, which is crazy weird. Google's use of AI in advertising showcases how businesses can serve more relevant, effective, and personalized ads, and leading to then better user experience and higher conversion rates. But as a business person, that's what we want. However, it is essential to balance this personalization with privacy, which that's a very important part of this. So to ensure user data is protected and, of course, used ethically. So some of the challenges of being ethical and these considerations. Implementing AI does come with its challenges because of data privacy concerns and, of course, the need for large volumes of high-quality data. So when you're interacting with it, you don't want to put personal information in there. You want to put information that's going to help you get from point A to point B when you're asking to have something generated for you, right? Because this is all then added to its large data set. There are also ethical considerations, right? Just making sure that people are using it responsibly, they're not using it to cheat, doesn't reinforce biases to then make it even a bigger thing if you are slanted in one direction or the other. And of course, the future of AI in marketing, which I like to talk about. The future of AI includes more advanced personalization, better predictive analytics, and of course, improved customer service. Like voice search, which is coming soon, or actually not coming soon, it's here. We don't have it here, but in the US, other places, you can just talk into your remote and tell when you're searching for things. And then it uses the voice search very similarly to how you would use search when you're typing it into the website like Google or Bing. And of course, AI assistants are going to play a much larger role. So the Siris and the Alexas of the world are going to just be having more increased capabilities. So in conclusion, AI obviously has revolutionized marketing and it's revolutionizing business as a whole, offering all of us new ways to understand and engage with our customers. And as AI continues to advance, businesses really should plan to adapt in order to stay competitive. I think if you're not using AI now, you're going to be left behind very quickly. So let us share one thing with you. Next week, Wednesday's coffee break, I am actually going to take a departure from our normal coffee break. It'll be at the same time, Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be sharing our new AI system that we're providing to all types of businesses that will actually auto respond to reviews. So like, for instance, if you're getting reviews on Google, for instance, and you're a busy person, you're not always keeping an eye on that, we have a tool that can actually make this happen. And next week, Wednesday, we'll share with you a link that allow you to demonstrate or see how this works before we go live. So you'll be the first to see it. That's it for today. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week.